If you're looking for rarity, think out the box. This is a 2021 on a 21 Audi RS6 Nogaro edition. Now, this is one of 25 UK delivered cars. So this is an incredibly rare vehicle. There is, I believe, only one other example for sale in the UK today other than this car. This particular example has covered 19,000 miles from new with a full Audi main dealer service history and typically finished in Nogaro Blue. Now, these cars are all the same. They have one build specification. They are built for two reasons. One is a homage to 25 years of Audi RS in the UK, and they are sort of a hark back to Audi's original super estate, the Audi RS2, which came in a very, very similar hue of blue. These cars are quite remarkable. Simply, they are just a remarkable vehicle, but I'm going to talk to you about this specific one as we go around because, like most modern Audi RSs, they are fully loaded, just over 600 horsepower in this particular iteration, and loads to talk about. So let's start at the front end. Obviously, Audi's massively updated second generation, well, I think third generation RS6 now, but the previous generation, the most famous one, a really big, sort of aggressive front end update. We've got inlets and grille holes absolutely everywhere. A really lovely face. You've got the forward-facing part of the 360-degree surround camera system, just nicely hidden under the black badge. And the car, obviously, Nogaro Blue, but with a black pack. So the grills are all finished in gloss black. The badging that says RS6 on the front there, also in gloss black. All the little scoops and air escapes everywhere, all finished in black. And I really do like this little extra sort of air escape between the bottom of the bonnet and the top of the front bumper. A really cool Audi RS sort of nod there. In the front of the headlights here, Audi's amazing adaptive matrix LED light system. I think Audi were one of the first manufacturers to actually pioneer this and still leading the way. It's an amazing light system. And then front and rear park distance control. You've got all the little park sensors neatly hidden in those grills. And these lovely sort of satin aluminium style finished accents. And they sort of make up little bits and bobs of the cars as we go around as well. I'll show you where else that is on the car. Moving to the front corner, something ridiculous. These are a 22-inch Audi RS wheel. They're a 5 Y-spoke wheel, an amazing looking wheel, and actually one of the more common wheels fitted to this generation of RS6. But to think that you've got a 22-inch wheel on an everyday, you know, usable estate car, it is quite remarkable. And then behind that, amazingly big brake rotors, the brake discs there with the big RS calipers in red, again part of it being a Nogaro. They're all finished like that. The black pack continues. We've got mirror casings, window surrounds, we've got satin black roof rails, and we've got factory privacy glass to the rear sort of 3/4 of the car. Keyless entry, because this car is fitted with the comfort and sound package. So keyless entry and go, so you just have to have the key in your pocket, and we've got those lovely Audi Sport drop lights on the front doors. And then go have a look inside. That full black leather, but beautifully contrasted, I beg your pardon, by the denim blue stitching. And that goes all the way throughout the car, and obviously is the theme, this theme of this car being blue. You've got lovely illuminated RS6 tread plates as you go in, and then Alcantara Audi exclusive finish to the doors, which is the extended leather package on the tops of the doors. Again, contrast stitched in denim blue, and then again the denim blue contrast stitching running through the Alcantara sections on the middle of the doors there, a really pretty touch. Coming into the back, again, why it is, you know, as popular as these RS6s are, you know, look at the space you've got. It is a full-size family car, this. 5 adults easily fit inside an RS6. And you've got the performance of a supercar with over 600 horsepower and the way that these cars drive. And just before we move on, this generation of RS6 is fitted with rear axle steering. It's really, really impressive on a car of this size. It does make this car feel, I would say, the way the steering lock feels, it feels a car that is half the size that it actually is. The gloss black theme continues to the back. We've got this lovely sort of belt line separation that runs through the middle of the rear lights across the center of the boot and all the way out the other side as well. I think that's a really lovely touch to have that in gloss black. The badge is in gloss black. Audi's RS Sports exhaust system finished in gloss black. And then again, some more touches of that satin silver across the back of the diffuser section there. Power tailgate to the back. And again, we hark on about it, but how usable is this car? Look at the size of the boot. It is a proper car. You can do big tours in this. You can take it to a ski resort. It's just so practical. Have a look under the boot floor. You have an extra sort of load space under here. The little, really convenient little sections for the load racks. So you've got the little hooks that sit in these side rails along here, and it allows you to tether things down to the boot. So it's Audi's sort of load system. It's a very, very handy system. And when I hit the power tailgate, it's really nice. The parcel shelf electronically comes back down into place. So no need to move it all manually. So when I do that, that's not worked. There you go. When I do that, the boot will shut and the parcel shelf will come across. Now I'm going to jump in the driver's side. I'm going to run you through some of the amazing features inside this car. Again, so much technology to talk about. And before I do, actually, one really important fact. Look up here. What you're going to see, or what you're not going to see, is a glass panoramic roof. And I think that's a really important thing to note. The Nogaro edition is about a pure driving experience. And if anybody knows anything about driving dynamics and unsprung weight, you'll know that the worst place to put a heavy piece of glass or a lot of weight is at the top of the car. Someone explained it to me as if you were holding a weight above your head and then trying to lean, and how much that weight would then make you lean further across. And I think it's a really clever way of thinking about it. So whilst a normal RS6, we understand the joys of having a panoramic roof, this car is not about that. This is a driver-focused, pure RS6, which harks back to that original RS2 and what that stood for, all the driving dynamics that car was about. So I'm going to jump in, I'll fire it up, I'll bring that 4-litre twin-turbo V8 to life. It sounds brilliant in here because obviously all the echoes. It is a great sounding engine. And then we're going to run you through the driver's door card. As you can imagine, all electric windows, electric folding, heated, adjustable mirrors, memory settings for the driver's seat down here, which is all fully adjustable. And you've got a lovely little boot release here for the power tailgate. And then down there, the Bang & Olufsen surround sound stereo, which obviously I mentioned this car has the comfort and sound package. Now we'll go inside to the cockpit. Electric steering column, a must-have in one of these cars. You can get yourself super comfortable, and you've got this lovely sort of virtual cockpit in front of me. Audi, again, one of the first people to sort of pioneer the virtual cockpit. All adjustable. I can have it on a full map. If I go one more across and it loads, I can have it on a full map screen here. I can also adjust that so the dials come out, and there's a really cool feature. So if I put it into RS mode, you get an even more aggressive adjustment on there with a sort of a race style rev counter, and that has 2 settings on the steering wheel there that are all customizable as well, and then back to normal. The steering wheel finished beautifully in Alcantara with that denim blue stitching on the inside there. Multifunction, as I mentioned earlier. The left side controls that screen, as you saw me do. The right side controls the volume, the multimedia, and your Bluetooth telephone connectivity. Obviously, auto lights down here. It's all high beam assist with matrix LEDs. Your cruise control is down there. And then moving across to the center display, Audi's latest touchscreen nav system, a fantastic system shared across a lot of platforms. Phone apps down here allows you to see, if I go to connected devices, you've got Apple CarPlay. So if you load your phone in there, you have Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. It is all wireless. You do obviously have Audi's own navigation system, which I just showed you in the virtual cockpit, which is really, really smart, super adjustable. You can see how fast and responsive the screen is, and it's super high definition. If I put it into reverse, you'll see the 360 cameras turn into life. Obviously the right hand door is open, so it's missing that right hand camera until that door is shut, but you can see the reverse camera there with the guidelines, and then you can see the 360 camera on the left. And if you see this little highlighted section here, the car is fitted with park assist, so the car will park itself if you set the car up correctly. So coming out of this screen and further down into the settings below, the center screen down here, you've got your climate control, dual zone, as you can imagine. You can switch start stop off on that mode as well there. Heated and ventilated front seats and a heated steering wheel, all controllable and configurable via this lower screen. Really nice to have those sort of haptic feedback, so there's a bit of a vibration when you touch the screen, so it feels a bit more like a button. Your Audi Drive Select can be run through these buttons here as well, so you can adjust through all of those drive modes there as well. And then you've got your Audi Assist button, which will tell you about all the driver assist programs, forward collision alert, so on and so forth, and you can change the settings on that through that button down there as well. Now, running through the center console, Alcantara adorns everything. A lovely set of ambient lighting, which is all configurable in this car, and that runs on the door cards as well. A lovely little key slot to put your key in. I know we've got our key tag on it, but really your key just slots in there and you still have access to your 2 cup holders. Under this Alcantara center armrest, you've got a wireless phone charger and 2 USB-C inputs, and just storage everywhere. It's such a fantastic, usable, everyday car. It is the ultimate solution to having a family car that's still super exciting to drive. And I think one thing I have noted when I took this car out when it arrived is you get a lot of attention in this because of the colour, because of how different it is. It's a special, special car. It's one of just 25 UK examples. So a 2021 Audi RS6 Nogaro edition, 19,000 miles with a full Audi service history. A really special car. My name is Matthew. I hope the video's helped. Thanks for watching.